All right, let's see if we can fix our mistake.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be working on this 2014 Dodge Viper, and one of our main things next to do to this thing is to color sand this whole car and get it buffed and polished, because we want this paint job to be 100% and we want it as smooth as possible. And that is not easy to do because there is quite a few steps you gotta do to get this thing as smooth as possible. There is a few different sandpapers that you need to use to color sand this paint completely down and really smooth, and then also the buffing stages and the polishing stages. Very time consuming, but also very important if you want a perfect finish. So the first thing we're gonna start off with is this huge hood. It may look perfect on camera, but there is a little bit of trash in it and also a little bit of orange peel in some areas. So let's get our color sanding paper ready and start wet sanding this hood. So I got my 2000 grit wet sandpaper. I'm gonna give this thing a try. You can do a 1500 or a 2500, but I wanna make this process go by a little bit faster. You just gotta be really careful with color sanding. You don't wanna sand through. So I'm gonna give this thing a try and see exactly how much it takes down. Guys, so this is the finish we are trying to go for, is this flat, nice and smooth finish. This is just with the 1500. We are gonna go over it with the 2000 and also 2500. Then at the end, when the whole car is sanded, we're gonna probably go over it with the 3000 just to get it that nice smooth finish. So when you're buffing it, it buffs out fast and also as smooth as possible. It is gonna take some time. It is a Dodge Viper and we're trying to get that pristine, almost OEM look, if not better than OEM. But for now, we're gonna put this on pause because we did just come back from the paint booth from painting that GTR and we still haven't unloaded it. So we're gonna go ahead and unload it and pull it into the garage.
All right, so hopefully we don't bottom out here with that front bumper on. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Oh. Thing looks like it's about lifted 2 feet off the floor. Dang, dude. Looks so good.
Dang, son.
This right here looks slicker than that right there, so we're gonna have to probably buff.
Slick the whole car in.
Pretty much buff the whole entire side right here.
We're probably just gonna polish and buff the whole car just to get it that nice, clean look, because this is used clear coat right here, and I'm sure
it's just aged clear coat.
Yeah, it's aged. It has its fair share of swirls and scratches, as you can see right there. So we're gonna give this car a nice polish, just get it back to its OEM look, you know.
But that's gonna be another video. That's gonna be in a GTR video. Honestly, I shouldn't be showing you guys this because we're mostly focused on the Viper. So
focused on that Viper, trying to get this thing polished out. So back on the Viper here, I just want to show you guys exactly what we're trying to smooth down. As you can see, there's a little bit of orange peel. That's just the way the clear laid down, but no big deal. We got our 1500 on the block, trying to block this whole hood out as quick as possible, and then we're gonna move along in our sanding stages. But for now, 1500 on the block. Let's finish sanding this hood. So we just finished sanding the hood with the 1500. It is nice and smooth. We did get an early start on this car because we just finished painting the GTR, but we're just gonna have to catch you guys tomorrow because it is really late.
All right, so it is the next day. Thomas, come up here, man. Dang, he got his own little bed and everything. Doing a little bit of research this morning, getting some more Viper parts. I think all we need is an airbag and that wheelhouse panel, which we started repairing and then we found it. So that's what we're doing this morning, and now we're about to get back to work on buffing. But
we got still a ton of sanding, but we're trying to order some of these parts in because we're going to be putting this thing together here real soon. And also we're getting parts in for the GTR as well.
Yes, sir. We're getting all this stuff ordered this morning. Thomas is up here just chilling, got a new bed, so he's happy. But here we go.
So now that we got this whole hood sanded with the 1500, now we're gonna start sanding it with the 2000, then move up to a 2500.
Alrighty guys, so there you have it. There's the finish that we're going for. Actually, one more grit that we're gonna try. 3,000 grit.
Yeah, but
Dang.
this is already super smooth.
Yes, sir. That's gonna make the buffing process a lot easier for us.
Yes, definitely. And it's gonna make it a lot smoother looking paint for sure.
It's gonna look legit, man. It's gonna look high quality like a Viper should look, especially the TA edition.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We want that showroom quality.
Yep.
And we're doing our best to get it properly sanded, and then we're gonna pick up some buffing supplies and get it buffed.
But for now, I think we should move on to the driver's side door, sand that door down, and then just keep moving. I can probably sand the quarter panel while you're sanding the door.
Yeah, I say we start on one side.
Yeah, we can do this side if you want. I can sand the quarter panel while you sand the door, and then just go from there, honestly.
So we got this whole entire side sanded along with the trunk lid. So we're gonna stop right there because we do need a few more supplies like some sandpaper.
Yeah, we need like 1,500, 2,000 because we are running out, and we still got like this whole side and the roof and the bumpers to do. The stuff is taking its time, but we're trying to get it as best as possible. But,
What would you say that took, about 2 hours or an hour and a half?
yeah, it took about 2 to an hour and a half just to go through 3 grits of sandpaper. We still got one more, and that's 3,000, but that's gonna be when we're about to buff this car. We're gonna
Do the whole entire thing,
do
pretty
the whole
much.
thing with 3,000 grit, and probably do it by hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't want to do DA because it'll leave little swirls and stuff in it. But let's go to the store and get our supplies.
All right, so what do we need?
Need some 1,500 and some 2,500 or some 2,000, then we should be good. And then a buffing pad.
That's right. We want a high quality 3M instead of the Master Pro. I think
yeah, 3M or Master Pro don't really matter.
we'll try both if we have to.
Yep.
Because this has just got to be a perfect finish. So
Oh yeah.
willing to spend a little bit just to get that perfection.
Oh, definitely.
We found our 3M wool pad, which is a lot better than the Master Pro, which I've heard that from the guys that work here. And also we need some compound.
So we're gonna use this 3M rubbing compound. This is probably some of the highest quality that they have here, but this stuff works really great.
How much is that little bottle right there? I think it's at $80, $90.
Yeah,
because it's
something
the,
like that.
it's the high quality stuff.
But it's worth it. I think we got everything we need, so let's head back to the house. So we are back. We got all of our supplies. We got our extra 1,500, 2,000, and we also grabbed 2 sheets of 3,000 grit. And also, we went ahead and got a new wool pad. This is just gonna make it a lot nicer to buff with. And we got this nice 3M rubbing compound. And I wanna go ahead and test it out, see how well it buffs this hood down. I'm probably gonna do this little area right here and see how much I can get this thing to shine. So I'm gonna set up my buffer real quick and start buffing. All right guys, check that out. Just gave it one pass over it. It got pretty shiny, so the buffing pad is doing its job. Everything's going pretty smooth. So I'm just gonna keep throwing that compound on it and try to get this whole side right here as shiny as possible. And then we're gonna hit the rest of the hood. Guys, I am super happy on how well it's buffing out right now. I'm making sure I condition my pad really well before I actually buff anything because I do not want to buff through. This is that really nice. That's almost like original, dude.
Yeah, it is for sure. I don't see any orange peel whatsoever.
It's perfect.
Dude, it is pretty much showroom quality.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what we're going for. Almost OEM quality.
Oh yeah, that almost OEM. So let's keep buffing, dude. I'm ready to get this whole hood buffed out. I'm ready to get the whole car buffed out.
Yes, sir. I feel you there.
It looks good so far, so let's keep moving. So guys, as soon as we finished buffing this area, we remembered that we did not sand the hood with the 3000. Totally forgot about it, but not a big deal. It buffed down really nicely, but this is just gonna speed the process up a little bit more. So let's hit the rest of the hood down with this 3000 grit.
Alrighty guys, check this out. The whole entire hood is finally buffed. A little bit dusty, but it is shiny for the most part.
Oh yeah, it looks really good, dude. Looks super good. Looks way better than it did. Dude, I'm happy with the results, dude.
It's still gonna get even shinier because we are gonna polish it also afterwards after we buff the whole entire car.
Yep, we're gonna give it a nice polish with the what that's
Dual action.
the dual action.
That's a rotary because it spins in a circle, but a dual action just kind of goes like this.
Yeah, it's gonna get all the swirls out and all that good stuff.
But while he was buffing this hood, I did start sanding the door and the quarter, or not the quarter panel yet, but mainly the door over on that end.
Yep.
So we're trying to be as productive as possible, and we are just moving right along this very time-consuming process. But as you can see, those are the results of something that takes time.
Oh yeah, it looks amazing.
So let's continue moving on with the buffing process here. Man, this thing is almost museum quality.
Yeah, dude,
just about.
Yeah, it's coming out great, dude. We just finished buffing this. Now we're gonna go ahead and buff this quarter panel and this door, and that should be it for now because
for tonight,
it is getting really late on us, and we're just trying to get this thing buffed out as fast as possible because the faster we get it buffed out, the faster we get to start putting this thing together. So all we got left is the door and the quarter panel for tonight, and then the next day we're gonna try to finish everything up, but this is a lot of work. The hood came out amazing.
Everything,
love the
dude.
results. Yeah, everything. But this was just the hardest part.
Exactly.
How
It's
big
so
it was.
huge.
My back was killing me just trying to get that center section. But we're moving along. We got just these two for right now. And let me just jump on that buffer and knock this out as quick as possible.
That is it pretty much for tonight. It is nice and shiny. Definitely gonna need some swirl mark remover and then a polish, like an acrylic shine to make it even stand out even more. I mean, look at that shine already. You can see the difference right here between the original paint. It's pretty dang rough.
Yep, we haven't buffed the roof yet, but
we got something to tell you about that. it'll probably be tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be tomorrow when we discuss that. But for now, this looks absolutely amazing. But that's gonna be all for tonight, guys. It is super late. We did a ton of work to this thing, got it to what we want it to be, but there's still a ton more to do. So we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Yes, sir. We just gotta say goodbye to Thomas. Look at him in his new bed, his new favorite spot. Thomas, tell him we'll see them tomorrow.
So it is the next day here, and we're gonna pull this Dodge Viper outside to wash all that buffing compound off of it because you don't wanna leave it on the car. So let's pull it out real quick and give this thing a nice wash.
All right, fire it up. I'm gonna take it to the museum.
Man, it's gonna be loud.
Dang, she looks so freaking good out in the sunlight, in that natural light, man.
Oh, I bet.
She came out of hiding and she just glowed up, didn't she?
Now we need to get all, this is what we're talking about, get all this buffing paste off of
Oh
there.
man, you do not want to leave that.
Because once it dries out, it sticks to that paint like it ain't nothing. It's super hard to wash off, and it's all on these edges right here, and we need to get it nice and good. Make sure we get it all in the cracks and everything, because sometimes you'll see it in the cracks, white
Yes, sir.
buffing paste, and you don't want none of that.
Get him, Thomas. Better be careful. Thomas is gonna mess you up, buddy. You can go all the way? He sure is. Look at that sucker. But we got everything set up. Now let's go ahead and wash this Viper. Man, she is just so beautiful. She's all washed up. Now we're gonna probably just use a microfiber cloth just to get all this water off of it and pull it back inside, I guess. But as you can see, if you look really close, there's a bunch of swirls in it. The sun will show you that for sure. See if I can get a better angle here. There's plenty of swirls, that's part of buffing. So we're gonna wipe it off, get it nice and dry, and then pull it back inside. And we're gonna talk about the roof actually. We got a little secret we gotta tell you.
Don't want to tell them.
Don't want to tell them, but we got to. We don't keep no secrets from you guys too long. We do, we keep secrets, but not too long.
Not too long.
All right, so she is all nice and shiny. And here's the deal, guys. You might have noticed that we didn't sand or buff the roof. And here's the reason. If you zoom in over here, when we were untaping this glass, the tarp or the tape, something just pretty much hit it right there when it was still wet.
Yeah, it landed right on it.
Man,
and we seen it, and we had to pull it off as carefully and as fast as possible. And there's still, it's clear coat, but it didn't go straight to the base coat, so there may be a possibility we can sand that out.
If we can't sand it out right now and buff it out and polish it out, I know that there's still gonna be a little divot in there, but if it's not very noticeable, we're gonna have to re-sand all this with a 600 grit and re-clear coat it. Thomas likes the Viper. Ah, little sucker. She's going inside. What's it saying?
Saying that we might be able to, we might. There's hope.
There is a little bit of hope.
There's a little bit of hope. It's just gonna be very, very carefully sanded in this area. I think we got it, dude. I think
No
we saved
way.
it. Look at that, dude. Look at that. You can't even see it no more.
goodness,
There
right
is
here,
still,
dude.
there is still a few things, but now we ain't got to go back to the paint booth, dude.
That's what's up.
That's the main goal, is not to go back to the paint booth. That saves us a lot of time. And dude, I'm excited.
Now
I'm
all we gotta do
excited.
is just buff it out.
Yep. Now we're gonna sand the whole roof. We're gonna both jump on it. Sand it with
You sure you want to do
1500.
that now? I think we're gonna do that in the next video of the Viper because
Yeah. We've been doing a
so
ton.
much sanding. So
Yeah, we'll probably leave that for the next video because
we are also gonna polish it, and then we're gonna start. We actually have to paint the mirrors,
yeah, we
and,
still have
something
mirrors, a door handle for that side,
and that's it.
and clear the carbon fiber.
Oh yeah,
on
the carbon
back.
fiber piece. So
we
that's,
still got a few more things to do, but we got the main thing knocked out, and that is the sanding and buffing. So we're gonna buff this out right quick, and we'll wrap this video up.
all right, guys, check it out, man. Turned out absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that we do not have to get in the paint booth again with this whole entire car. We do have to get back into the paint booth with the mirrors and a door handle, but that's about it. And then after that, we're gonna start putting this thing completely back together. So with that being said, guys, be sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Goon Squad, where you can get the inside scoop before YouTube. And also, we do have a P.O. box, so if you'd like to send us something, it's gonna be down in the description below. And if you'd like to support your boys and copy some merch, be sure to visit goonsquad.com. We got some awesome new things on the way. So with that being said, guys, be sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.